Okay, hi Karen. So today let's start standing with your feet straight ahead. And let's shift our weight to the forefoot and then back toward the heel. Notice when you go to the forefoot, your calf muscles engage a little bit, maybe your hamstrings and glutes. And when you shift your weight back to the heels, your thighs probably engage, maybe your stomach. Do that a few times and you can close your eyes as you do that and just feel the difference. And then we're going to find that center point where we're right in the middle, slightly forward of our arches. We're going to start today with kind of imagining we have two water wheels, like water wheels, and we're going to bring them towards each other. So the pubic bone is coming forward and up, and the sternum is going forward and down. And this is how a lot of us stand, and here's the side view. We're just kind of slumping into it. So what we're going to do is pull the stomach in just a little bit and then move the wheels further apart. And you'll notice how my head pulls back, the sternum lifts, and I'm not going so far back that I'm engaging and arching my back. So I want to do this with the stomach and the obliques involved. And what this does is really just kind of helps you get into a better posture. You can also do this seated. So if these bones are together, this is how most of us sit. If we pull our belly in just a little and then pull them apart, it's going to really help to open up the front of our body. And this is just going to help with getting the glutes to fire properly when we work them. So today we're going to work on our side series. So if we take a seat on the floor and lie on your mat and line yourself up along the back side of your mat. So your rump and your shoulders are on the back side of the mat, and we'll bring the feet toward the front corner with both knees bent. I'm going to lift my head just a little bit today, but you are welcome to rest your head on a pillow, on a towel, or on your arm. So we'll take this top leg, and I'm going to just kind of let it relax. So if we stretch the leg, you'll feel the bottom waist kind of lift off just a little bit, and you'll feel this length in the waist. Now we're going to lift the leg about hip height, hike it up, reach long out the leg, keep reaching, and we'll take it all the way down. And you may also feel a stretch on the bottom side. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Now, if you're only feeling the side of the leg, you're going to want to back up and curl your pelvis back and forth a few times. And then when your tailbone is back just a little bit to the back of the mat, we'll try again. So we stretch the leg out until we feel the stretch on the bottom waist, lift the leg up, hike, lengthen all the way down and relax. We'll do that one more time. We'll lift up, hike, lengthen all the way down and relax. Now, move your pelvis back and forth again. This just takes the back out of it. We're trying to work the rumpus region. We're trying to work the legs, but not the IT band. So we'll take this top leg hip height, bring the leg back until you feel your seat engage. If you don't feel the seat engage, you're probably going to have to point the pubic bone forward and back a little bit and bring the leg back. So we kick forward and back. When you come forward, it's not about bringing the foot to your nose. You're just bringing it toward the front knee. And then the leg goes back until you feel your glute engage. I'll go a little quicker on the second side, don't worry. Pushing this bottom thigh down helps to activate that bottom glute. And your stomach is working because you're trying to keep everything else still. Now we come forward, we bend the knee, we bring the leg behind you, get that stretch, then extend it and come back. So you are getting a full range of motion in your leg. Keep the abs slightly firm. Now let's reverse it. Go straight back, bend the knee, feel the stretch before you sweep it forward and around. So this area today that we're going to focus on, first we're just kind of stretching out the hamstrings and the quads. And then we're going to focus on the glute minimus, which is kind of the high portion of your butt. It's hard to get. because a lot of times you're externally rotated. So we want to work on that internal rotation. So I'm going to bring the leg behind me slightly so that my foot, I can't see it if I look down. I rotate the leg inward. So you'll notice my big toe is closer to the floor and my heel is to the ceiling. Now squeeze your seat to lift and lower. If you don't feel the butt, bring the foot back just a little bit. And you're going to feel kind of this high bit. It angles a little, and that's the glute minimus. And this helps to lift our seat and give us this nice little lift. Abs are in. You can rest your head on your arm. Squeeze in the glute and keeping it a little tight on the way down. You can rest it as soon as you stop it and then re-engage it. Again, we're working on the timing of these muscles. Okay, hold this one up. Flex the foot this time and bend the knee. Now my leg is at a little bit of a diagonal behind me, and we're activating the hamstring. So it's not important that you curl the heel all the way in. It's just that you're flexing through the heel and bringing the leg into extension with a little internal rotation. This is also going to turn off that IT band that sometimes gets a little tight. 5 more. You can always rest your head, don't forget. Hold it there. Now extend your leg. Bring the leg forward and externally rotate the thigh. I'm going to straighten both legs now and kick up and flex down. Now notice how my hips are staying still here. If your hips start to rotate back, maybe make the movement smaller. Point up, flex down, and we're really working that external rotation in the thigh versus the knee joint. You'll feel the tushy working, push this bottom thigh into the floor to make it work harder. All right, now from here, a little circle, sweep around, 5, 4. Now reverse it. Okay, now bend this knee. Hold the knee still in space as you kick up and flex down. So we're working from the hip, then the knee joint, then the ankle joint. And again, as we're working on timing of our muscle, this helps our gait so that we have that spring in our step. So we're not wasting energy with each step. I'm not trying to bring this knee to my ear here. 2 more. And this bottom cheek is really working because I'm pushing the foot into the floor. Right, I'm going to reverse it. Kick up, bend the knee. Notice how my knee didn't come in. Extend down. It's almost like I have a spring on my foot and I'm pulling it down and then stretching the leg straight. Foot is soft. Action is happening at the hip and the knee. And last time. Excellent. All right, we're going to sweep around and do the other side real quick. And this is just kind of our first round. I'll add a couple more videos so that we can mix things up during the week. So the bottom leg is slightly bent. The hips and shoulders are against the mat. The top leg is going to come up. We hike the hip. We lengthen out the waist nice and long, and then we relax completely. Extend the leg and lift. Hike, lengthen, and all the way down. 2 more. Extend and lift. Hike, lengthen, all the way down. Last time. Okay, bring your knees together. Move your pelvis forward and back. Just kind of moving that wheel of the pelvis. We want the sternum to stay lifted without lifting our chin. Okay, so this top leg is going back until you feel your seat. Kick forward. Feel the release in the hamstring. Push back. Now notice I'm not kicking as far forward as I can or as far back as I can. I just want to keep everything still from my hips and my shoulders. Tailbone is slightly turning back. This is turning into the bicycle. We bend the knee, we go back and sweep all the way around. Pushing this bottom thigh into the floor is going to help keep you stable in the hips. It's also going to work the side of your glute. It's hard to talk for me in this direction because I can't look at the camera when I'm angled, so that's why I keep lifting my head. One more time. Let's reverse it. Go straight back, then bend the knee, then bring it forward, hold it here, extend it, and then sweep back. Keep pushing your bottom thigh lightly into the mat to stabilize you. One more. Great job. All right, now if you need to kind of move the pelvis forward and back, this should be working the rumpus region and not your IT band. We take this top leg, we're going to bring it behind us until we feel the glute engage. So this is extension. Then we roll the thigh inward, so the big toe is toward the floor, the heel is to the ceiling, and we're going to lift up. So we're getting kind of between the cheeks at an angle here, and then we're going to hit the high butt and hamstring. Stomach pulled in. Keep that length between your ribs and hips on the side. Abs are active. Two more. Keep pushing this leg down. Hold it up. Hold it up. Bend the knee. So my knee is lower than my foot, and push up. Like you're trying to push up where the wall and ceiling meet, and you're using your seat, and you can feel it where the hamstring and glute meet. Five more. Hope you can feel that. I am. Keep pushing this thigh down as well. 2 and 1. Now straighten the bottom leg. Bring both legs together. Externally rotate the thighs, pushing the bottom thigh into the floor. Try not to let the hip roll forward. Let the tailbone slightly turn back as you kick up and back down. It's less important that you come up high and more important that you're really turning that thigh in the hip joint, because we want to feel the glutes. We want to stretch the legs. We don't want to be working the side of the legs so much. One more. And then we slide up, kick up, and down. Try to keep that length between the ribs and hips the whole time. One more time. Other direction. Kick up, bend, slide it down. Squeeze the bottom on the way down. Last one. And we have our lovely little circles. Keep that thigh bone turned out, 5 circles in one direction. The circles coming from the hip. And reverse. Keep that external rotation. And 1. I think that was everything. Okay, now on your back. So the feet are going to be straight ahead. Karen, make sure you're not turning your toes out to make sure they're straight ahead. Heels are underneath the knees, closer to your bottom is better. Now you can bring your hands like this to help you slide the legs forward so there's no tension on the neck and shoulders, or you can rest your hands to the side. Anchor the ribs down, and we're going to do 10 little tiny pulses up. Up. I'm never letting go completely of the glutes, and I'm really trying to stretch the front of the thigh here. I'm really trying to get the seat muscles to activate. Now, to bring that spring back into your step, hold it up, squeeze the bottom, don't let go. Now, feel the feet, because we have a tendency to roll to the outside of the foot. Push the big toe in. Now, let go of the glutes for a second. Allow your thighs to take over. Allow your feet to feel the work. Now, squeeze your bottom again and notice the stomach muscles working to stabilize you. From here, we're going to keep everything tight. Lift the heels and lower slow. We're going to go real slow here. Lift, keep your stomach pulled in, and lower. And soon you'll start to feel a little shaking. Now really roll to the instep of the foot. Don't roll to the outstep. It's almost like you're trying to push a pedal with the inside of your heel and arch inward. This is going to help reprogram those lower leg muscles that sometimes make your foot wonky and sometimes bother your knee. And I'm really thinking about that scar tissue that you have on the instep of your foot. So really pronate just a little bit. Feel that heel rolling in. And you'll notice I'm already starting to shake. The slower you go, the better. Squeeze the bottom. We've got 3 more. Excellent. And then roll down. All right, next set. Open your feet a little wider. Now your toes are slightly turned out. Do not let the big toe roll up though. Keep it down. Heels are almost slightly in front of your knees. Squeeze your bottom to come up. If you do not feel your butt here, I want you to let go for a second, re-engage. The stomach should engage, and then we've got all of the muscles working. Come back down. We'll do that one more time. Whole foot pushes down, let go of the glutes, re-engage. So now we've got that all working. Now we're focusing again on the outside of the thigh, so squeeze out, out. I'm not rolling out to the outside of my foot. I'm using the outside of the glutes to pull my legs apart. My abs are tight, stomach is working. 8. Keep pushing a little more on the inside of your heel. Don't let your foot roll out or you will get a hamstring cramp. Hold it here. Now, this is a challenge. We roll the heels up and down, nice and slow. Squeeze your bottom tight. Again, we're rolling on the inside edge of the foot. Karen, because of the way that your foot rolls out, I really want to counteract that. You'll feel this in the booty, really feel it, and your hamstrings. You're welcome. Stomach is pulled in. We have 4 more. I'm hoping you're getting that little shake. Last one. And take it down. Relax your hips, hug your knees in, rock side to side. We're gonna do a nice little stretch now. Let's cross your right kneecap over your left kneecap. Bring both knees to the right side. Take your left arm up and take a few breaths into the rib cage. We're stretching out this side here, the IT band, in the front of your hip, and sometimes where you get a little tight in the low back. We're stretching that out. This is just a different way to stretch it. Uncross the knees, use your waist to pull your knees back up, and then we'll switch sides. Left knee on top, both knees go to the left. Take your right arm up and breathe here into the rib cage on the right side. Excellent. All right, we're gonna take it back up. Now, come up and have a seat real quick, and I just wanna do one more little stretch. And this time, we'll sit, you can sit in a chair or you can sit up. We're gonna cross one leg over the other, tailbone back and hinge forward. So we're stretching the muscles we just worked. And the hamstring and the outer hip. And we'll do the other side. All right, Karen, this is the first installment, and I will keep adding little ones for you so that we can balance out the lower legs. Please, as usual, text me and let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, enjoy and have a good workout. I'll talk to you soon.